Brand and start our thing. We are live. Hey guys, how are you? Welcome to our Monday Books to Business brunch. We're going to take a little break and show our intro, and we will be right back. I took us off the stage. Oh my goodness. Good afternoon, everyone. It has been a day from the heavens. Okay, that's what I'm going to say. It's been a day from the heavens. So we completely didn't even realize we're not on screen. But thank you so much for joining us. As you are here, please drop your name in the chat so we can give you a proper hello. I'm going to try and see if I can fix my chair in a way so I look like I'm in the center of the screen and not off to the side. But so happy that you could join us. Drop your name in the chat and let us say hello to you. We are broadcasting live from the Facebook group and our YouTube page. I think I'm going to go right now and go to Instagram and do an Instagram live because today we launch our Done For You publishing package, and we're truly excited about that. So I'm going to Instagram right now. I have not done an Instagram live in years, but that's okay. We're going to go to our page and we're going to do a live, and we are going to be talking all the things today, not just about our Done For You packet, but we're going to be talking about writer's block and how to overcome writer's block. So let me try and see if I remember how to go live on Instagram. Yes, I sure do remember. So we are live on Instagram. Hey there, Instagram Live. I hope you are well. This is Joan T. Randall, and I am here with my director of actually, she's not my director of operations. She is my chief operating officer for Victorious You Press. And we are talking with her today. We're in the Books, Business, and Brunch chat where we have it on YouTube, and we also have it on YouTube and our Books to Business and Beyond Facebook group. And today, as you join us, Instagram Live, we are talking all the things writer's block and how to get past writer's block. And we're also going to be talking about the newest product we have that is dropping today on Instagram. We're actually launching it on Instagram, and it is the Done For You publishing packet that you can self-publish on your own. We wanted to create that for you. So if you can see me on Instagram, let me make sure. Can you see if you see me, Leslie? If I'm on Instagram, make sure I'm on my Instagram live. So, you folks can see me over there. I touched the live button, but I'm not sure. Oh, no, I did not. I did not touch the button. So you are now live. I am now live. Welcome, Instagram. Hello, hello. I thought I was on before, but obviously I was not. I'm trying to get as much light so that you can see me, so much light as possible. It looks a little dark from where I am sitting. Forgive me. Hey, Dennis, nice to see you, friend. Long time no see. But yes, so it's my first time doing. Oh, sorry, Instagram. Pardon me. Sorry. It's my first time doing a live on Instagram in collaboration with YouTube and my Facebook group, but that's because I wanted you guys to be a part of what I'm doing. And I'm trying to get the best lighting here, and I'm not doing a good job, Instagram. So forgive me. I need to be much better prepared. I don't know why the lighting is so dark. Hopefully, you can see me well. But today's a special day. We're launching the Done For You publishing packet on Instagram on my page, Joan T. Randall. And just for those of you that are on YouTube and on our Books to Business page, we just want you to know to just follow us over on Instagram, because we're connecting all the things on Instagram to launch this Done For You packeting. But that's not what we're here to talk about today. Today, we're here to talk about writer's block. And if you see me going and turning, it's because I'm using more than one tool to do what I'm doing, right? So today, we're going to be talking about writer's block and how to get past it, right? So many times we want to write a book, we want to write a poetry book, whatever book we want to write, but there are times when we get into the content of the story or the message or whatever it is we're sharing, and then we just come to a halt and there's nothing flowing, right? So Leslie and I are going to talk about that today and talk about how, if that happens to you, the best way to overcome it. If you're joining me for the first time, I'm Joan T. Randall. I am the founder and CEO of Victorious You Press. I have Leslie with me on my StreamYard on Facebook and YouTube. Leslie is my Chief Operating Officer. We're excited to have her on board. And today we're just doing books, business, and brunch, which is what we do every Monday at 12:30 p.m. in the afternoon. And it's really just bringing you information about books, about business, and how you can put it all together, because that is what Victorious You Press, we did at Victorious You Press. We used a book that was written and we launched this brand, so you can do it too. So because I've been rambling, I'm going to turn it over to my partner, Leslie, for her to tell you who she is, and then we'll get into this whole writer's block situation. Leslie, take it away.
Thank you, Joan. As she said, this is Leslie Cottrell, and I'm Joan's sidekick for Books, Business, and Brunch. We come to you every Monday at 12:30. We talk about all kinds of things related to writing, related to publishing, and going beyond that to how you can get to a place in your life that you have multiple streams of income from that amazing book that you authored. But today we wanted to specifically talk about a topic that can be such a stumbling block, such a brick wall for some people. And I personally have a different feeling about writer's block than a lot of people do, because I believe that the reason why we get writer's block is almost always because we have not planned properly. So if you have a great foundation in place, and yes, that takes a little bit of time, but before you ever start writing, if you have a foundation in place, you will find that writer's block almost becomes a thing of the past. But if it does happen, what's the best way to approach that and deal with that? So we're going to dive into that a little bit today with a few tips and tricks. And I'm going to start off with one that just popped into my head. I brought this up in our class that we just finished. It was a great class about creative nonfiction writing. And one of the things that I am adamant about is that when you start writing every day, you don't reread what you wrote the day before.
Right.
You might think, oh, I need to do that because I have to get situated. I don't know where I left off, and I just have to read a few sentences. The problem with that is you're going to go down the slippery slope of going back further and further, and then you're going to fall into the trap of editing. And you don't want to edit till your book is done. You want to keep writing. So how can you do that? So I have a great fast little tip, and that is the night before, the afternoon before, when you finish writing for the day, stop halfway through a sentence. Don't finish the sentence. Leave it hanging. Now, when you come into your writing time the next day, all you have to do is finish that sentence, which is already in your head. You already knew how you were going to finish that sentence. Finish it off, and now your creative waves are already flowing, and you can start to do your writing for the day.
Oh my God. That is so cool. That is so cool. That's tip number one. So if you've been listening, that's a great tip, right? Sometimes you got to walk away, put it down, walk away, stop thinking about it, and come back the next day, the next week with fresh perspective. So I love that, Leslie. I'm gonna flip my screen around so that my Instagram people can see me. Hey guys, yeah, I know. That is such a great idea? I've fallen into the rabbit hole several times. That is so true. So I also want to share, just from my perspective, one of the things that I think is great for writer's block is be aware of your surrounding when you're writing. Right? Where are you writing? What is the space that you're writing in? Because sometimes just this change of scenery opens up that creativity. So for me, I think about the times in the day that I'm most creative. And for me, it's early morning. Like I could wake up at 3 a.m. or 4 a.m. and just get to work and get so many things done by 8, right? And then you have people that their most creative time are at nights. And then there's some people that they're most creative when they are alone by themselves, at the mountain, at a lake, at the beach, in a hotel room, watching the night sky, right? So depending on when you are most creative, I think is the best time to write. So if you find that you're writing your book and you're halfway there, almost done, and you just can't get past it, change your scenery, right? So it might be a case where, when you write, you're writing during the day, or you're putting yourself on a schedule to write, and then all of a sudden you have this writer's block. Probably it would be nice to go away for a weekend, book yourself into a hotel, right, where you can see the mountain, where you can see a lake, or drive outside of your natural and where you live, maybe the town next door, get a hotel room and get relaxed. And just the change of scenery, sometimes I feel like it recharges. It's almost like a reset, like it resets your brain, it resets the mind, it resets what you're doing, and then you'll find like things start to flow again. And based on when you're most productive, again, whether it's in the morning or in the, I'm going to switch the thing, whether it's in the morning or in the afternoon, or probably, when you feel at night, because I know there's a lot of people that wait until 12 a.m. in the morning, 1 a.m., and they're wide awake and they're just flowing with creativity. Find out when you're like that, and that's when you write. So making a change sometimes just resets the mind, it resets the brain, it resets the ideas. Another thing too is a lot of people get downloads in the shower, right? So you might be in the shower and your mind is wandering, and you go, oh my God, this is what I need to add, right? I would say if you could just wipe off your hands from the water and grab your phone and just start speaking into your phone. Sometimes you get some more, other things going. A lot of people get ideas and get themselves into this incredible creative space when they're driving, right? Grab your phone and record on your phone. Those are some of the things that will kind of recharge, reset, open up your mind to overcome writer's blocks. So those are some of the things that I have. Anything else from you, Leslie?
Yeah, I think you hit on something great when you were talking about changing your scenery, but it doesn't even have to be that dramatic. I always recommend that if you start to feel a little stunted, you start to feel like things are not flowing the way you want to, change yourself up. Get up
Mm.
out of your desk, go outside. The best thing to do, which I live in New England, so I can't do this all year round, is to take your bare feet and get them on the ground. Touch a tree, go for a walk. If you drink tea, make yourself a nice cup of hot tea. Talk to a friend. Years ago, I used to run inns in Portland, Maine, and we had this crazy fun group come that were all about training for public speaking. And every morning, he had his, I think there was 8 of them, go through this process of absolute silliness. And they made these bizarre sounds, and they jumped up and down, and they waved their arms, and they did all these silly things. And it was for 2 reasons. One was to help them start to get over their inhibitions, and the other one was just to get physically moving. Because when you physically move your body in a way that you haven't been doing, your mind many times follows. So just get up and do something silly, move around, jump around, turn on some great music, and just, sing it out as loud as you can. Just shake things up and then come right back to it. Don't procrastinate. And a lot of times you'll see that a thought comes to you that you didn't even realize was there before.
Wow, that's some good stuff right there. I would have never thought about that. But you know what? I know that I'm trying to get us back together side by side. I know that grounding is very powerful when you can walk barefooted and go outside and just experience. There's something about the earth and your physically body naked, especially your feet touching the ground, the grass, the dirt, stones, sand, that really does something for you. And I love that idea of going outside. And then, as you were talking about getting and dressing up, there's something about getting dressed as if you're going somewhere. There is something about that, right? Getting up and literally, you're not going to work, right? You're still writing, but there is something about getting up, getting dressed, putting on your clothes, putting on some lipstick, right? Putting on, as if you're going out with yourself. And it really does something for, I think psychologically it does something, and I think emotionally it does something too. So those are some of the ways that you can overcome writer's block. And I know that we have a few people on watching. Drop in the chat if you have ever experienced a time in your life when there is writer's block and you don't know what to do, but then you come up with something creative, and then that opens up the world and allow you to continue writing. So if you're watching us today and you have some great ideas on how you have been able to overcome writer's block, I'm going to ask you to drop that in the chat. Would love to see that and share that with others. Anything else about the writer's block thing that we can talk about? And then I'll touch a little bit on the done for you.
I loved the getting dressed idea, because you're telling yourself it's important. What you're about to do is worthy of dressing up and combing your hair and putting your lipstick on and developing some sort of writing ritual that you do. Now, I know that ritual is sometimes a trigger for people. So if you don't like that word, use the word routine. Develop a writing routine. And what you're going to do is do the same thing every single day when you start to write. And what you're doing is creating a bridge from what happened before you stepped into your writing space into that sacred time of writing. And it should be something pretty short. So you're not going to say, oh, I don't have 10 minutes to do that today. I'm just going to start writing. It can be very quick, but make it intentional and make it anything that really speaks to you. It can be something as simple as lighting a candle of a certain scent, and you use that scent every time you write. And then I would take it a step further and not use one of those little lighter things, but use a match.
Yeah.
Striking against the matchbook. All right. You're very intentional and you're setting the stage. I'm moving now into my writing time. Light the candle, say a prayer if you're someone who likes to pray before you write, turning everything else off. I can't even count all the tabs I have open. So do as I say, not as I do. But if you're writing on your computer, don't have your email showing up. Shut your phone down. Do those things to prepare yourself to cross over into nothing but writing time. And your mind will start to make that bridge for you as soon as you start that ritual before long. And it really makes a big difference with being focused on just that one task.
Yeah. And too, we have someone on Instagram, which is so profound. She's my girl. She owns Z Bath and Body. And what she says is classical music always opens her mind for writing. And that is so true.
Mm-hmm.
Because and it's so weird that she says that, because when I wrote 90 Days to a Victorious You, this, I wrote it in 27 hours. And the way I got through writing, and somebody said, 27 hours, what did you do? I literally sat from like 6 a.m. one morning until like 9 a.m. the next day. And what got me through it was one album. It was Kirk Franklin, Losing My Religion was the name of the album. I can't forget it because it was so profound. And it had just come out. This was at the end of 2015. And I needed to turn my manuscript in by the 31st of December in order to get the discount on the package from those people that we used to work for, right? And so I knew I had to get it in. And I procrastinated until the last minute, and I knew I had to get it done. So 27 hours, I wrote the whole book. And what I did was I put my headphones on, went downstairs in my office, in the couch, not at the desk, put my headphones on. I put a pillow in my lap so that my computer wasn't resting on my skin. And with tea and water, I wrote straight without sleep for 27 hours because it was just pouring out of me. But the music that was in my ear, it just kept me going, and I had it on repeat. So it was the whole album I played on repeat. And it was so funny because the music was in my ear and I was writing, but the minute I took the headphones on, I felt like I lost that thing. So I had to go back and put the headphones on, and I didn't hear what they were saying, but I heard the music, and the music kept me going. So I know what you're talking about classical music, and some people, classical music soothes them, allow them to be creative, put them in the Zen place. And usually when you're in that space, you can truly write. So that's a great idea. Thank you for sharing that. Yeah. Hi,
Right.
Miss. It's me, Angelique. Hi, Angelique. Thank you for joining. But hey, so we are almost at the end of our program, Books, Business, and Brunch. And I'm going to try and do this and introduce Instagram to us on Mondays. I just thought I would just grab my phone and go Instagram live, but I'm going to include you guys going forward on the StreamYard so that you can see us. But we have a package. You'll learn more about it because this is going to be something that we're doing ongoing. We know that sometimes people find it difficult to pay for publishing, right? Because it can be a little bit pricey. Would you say, Leslie?
Definitely. And
Right.
it's sometimes unexpected.
There you go. It's sometimes unexpected. And there's some people that say, well, you know what? I want to write, but all of the things that are involved, right now I can't afford to. And we do not want you to not write your book because of publishing cost, right? Your book is your legacy. And we want you to maintain that legacy. We want you to write that book because wherever you're sitting right now, let me share this with you. Somebody is waiting on your book so that they can have their breakthrough, right? Somebody said aromatherapy candle is good for writing ideas. Yeah, I love that too. So we don't want you to have to wait to write your book because of funds, right? And because of financial situations. So we decided as a publishing company to create a done for you publishing resource kit that will allow you to go from writing your book to publishing your book, all the things that you would need to publish on your own. It was not easy, right? And you may ask the question, Joan, why are you doing this? You are a publisher, right? Your bread and butter is about people coming to you to publish their books. And yeah, but I also know that the knowledge and the wisdom I've gained in all the years that I've been involved with publishing is not mine to keep all on my own. I also know that a lot of people who self publish sometimes do not know the publishing standards, right? And you will not get your book into a bookstore if your book is not done to the publishing standards. Yes, there is a publishing standards that books are judged by. And so we decided that we wanted to give people the opportunity to be able to write and publish their books on their own. Some people just want to have the creative control, right, of their book. They want to make sure that what they put in a book, they own all of the things. They own the ISBN. They want to know that they own the content. They want to know that they own the copyright. And so we wanted you to be able to have that in your hand, right? And so we created a done for you package, literally from soup to nuts, and included templates. So we included a writing template. We included the formatting templates, 3 different book size, literally already sized, the 5x8, the 5.5x8, and the 6x9, which is the 3 most commonly used sizes for books, right? We have those templates, but we also give you a ton of information where to go to buy your own ISBN number. Why? Do not take the free ISBN number from any publishing platform, because if you get their free ISBN number, what that says to them is that they are now, right, the imprint, they're now the publisher of your book. And if you want to be the self-publisher, where when you go to Amazon, you see your book as the publisher, you have to buy your own ISBN number. So we give you all the information, 14 different steps. Not only do we give you that, but we gave you a full PDF package that has how to upload your book to Amazon KDP, the whole thing, right? We give you a marketing calendar to be able to plan and schedule your social media posts for marketing for when your book is getting ready to launch. So we spent the time and pulled together this comprehensive, easy, we took out all the fluff, right? And created this amazing package for you to write and publish all on your own. It is a $4,000 value because of all the things we put in it. And it's only your price is $297. $4,000 package for $297, and it has everything. It has links to formatter. It has contacts information to publisher. It has the Boker or My Identifiers website that you can go and buy your ISBN number. We left no stones unturned. And why did I do this? I do this because I was once where you were. I knew I had stories to tell for days. I did not know where to start. Where do I start when I want to write a book? There's so much in my head. Where do I start? Right. And so I didn't have that. I didn't know where to go to be able to write and publish on my own. And now, after 8 years, right, my first book was launched in 2016. I've since written a total of 15 books. And my book, Bags in the Attic, which is my memoir, just won the #1 gold prize, gold medal for memoir in the category. So, of course, this is my second book that I've written that won a literary award. So, not only am I an award winning author, I'm also an award winning publisher because we have people that we have published that has won several awards for the books that we publish. So I'm an award winning author, an award winning publisher, but I also know that I want to give people the power in their hand to be able to understand, how do I take this whole publishing stuff and own it for myself? And so we have provided that for you for only $297. So we're going to drop the link right in Instagram so that you can click, you can go exactly to where the thing is, right? And you can pay your $297 and get your email. Your email will have the link to the 15-page done for you packet. There's a video where I explain some of the things, and all the things that you need to write and publish your book like a pro is there. So if you are on Instagram, or if you are in Facebook, or if you are watching from YouTube, wherever you're watching from, I want you to drop in the chat, I am ready. Drop in the chat, I am ready. And once we see I am ready, we will send you the link to get that. Because here's the thing, we don't want to just randomly put this out and you're not ready, right? We want to make sure that people make the decision today. Like, we're looking for people that are ready. Like, you know what? I've been procrastinating on writing my book forever. I have written, it's been on a shelf for 6 years, for 10 years, for 15 years. I can't write it. I can't finish it. I don't know where to go. We want to appeal to those people today, whether you're a business owner, a ministry leader, a person that just have a story to tell, right? We want to empower you to take your story, to write that book, to create that legacy, so that the people that are waiting on your book for their breakthrough will finally be able to see it, right? We were all sent here with seeds, right? To plant and to help others. And sometimes, most times, our stories are the seeds, right? So people are waiting on you to write that book so that they can have it in their hands, so that they can change, their lives can change, and things can be better for them. So if you're on Instagram, I want you to drop in the chat, I am ready. If you're on Facebook or YouTube, I also want you to drop in the chat, I am ready. And we will have that link over to you before the day is over, so that you can take advantage of this package. And here's the thing, if you find yourself stuck, even although you have your self-publishing kit, it's easy to reach out to any one of us at Victorious You Press, and we will be happy to help you. So that is it for me. Thank you for those of you that joined me on Instagram. I feel so honored and so special. Thank you. And for those that always show up for us on Facebook and on YouTube, we are excited that you joined us today. Listen, this is it for us today. Thank you for joining our Monday show, Books to Business and Beyond, myself and Leslie, my Chief Operating Officer. And we will see you next week, same time, same place. May God bless you. And don't forget, drop in the comment, I am ready. All right. Bye. I'll see you next week. All right. And for you, my friends, any parting word, Leslie?
I guess my parting word is to realize what Joan was saying has so much power, that we have links to vendors for you. If you've ever gone to Facebook, Fiverr, and you're like, okay, I need to find somebody to XYZ, it's a little intimidating unless you've already worked with them before. Now you have a relationship. That's great. But when you don't, even if somebody's got great ratings, it's scary to kind of just put your trust in someone, give them a bunch of money to do a job for you. So we're giving you links to editors, formatter, graphic arts. You don't have to go out and search blind. They're right there for you. And They work for us. So they're already vetted. We already know they do a great job, which is why we're recommending them to you. So you have as stress-free a system in place for you as you could possibly have. So do it, have fun. You have no excuses not to publish that book that has been burning in your heart for so long.
Yeah. All right, guys, that is perfect. Perfect way to end our segment. So, we talked to you today about writer's block and some of the things that you could do to overcome them. And then we talked to you about this new done for you publishing resource packet that we have for you. So, I hope that encouraged you, inspired you, and get you in the frame of mind to know that your story matters, right? And remember, the pen creates an indelible moment in time that can never be erased, right? Write it your way, on your time, and for your legacy. God bless you, and we will see you next Monday. Bye, guys.